Hey everybody, it's Victor. It's time another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Wednesday, Mosh Pit. Hope your midweeks are going off to a great start. We did have another video cross 3,000 likes this week. Puts us at only 4 away from TM Trainer Month. It looks like it's starting to wind down here. So if you want to make it happen, make sure you click that like button. Like I said, at the end and the beginning of most videos, it's the easiest way to support my channel. It's totally free. It takes less than a second to do. Just click that little like button. That's all you got to do. Here's your meme of the day here, brought to you. Oh boy, I feel the pain through the screen. Brought to you by Reef Nerd 68. Title of the thread was Absolute Atrocity. And at first glance, I was like, what's the problem here? I thought maybe they got the 1% planetarium chance or something like that. But no, you look at the movement speed and you just know. As someone who always bangs on about how bad movement speed can be extremely dangerous, 0.35 movement speed, just go ahead and stick a fork in me, coach. I'm done. Just take me out of the game. I don't want to play anymore. Thank you very much, Ad Reef. See, today is going to be Alpha 7 Kilo Charlie, Alpha Hotel 2 November. We've got, oh man. Well, we got Sci-Fly to start off with, and we immediately start off with Candy Heart as well. Sack Altar. So yeah, we can use Sack Altar pretty much immediately. Tell me that spider lived through Sci-Fly. So for those of you who didn't know, you can actually use Sci-Fly as an orbital if in the worst case scenario. And obviously Sci-Fly is going to be able to allow you to basically it's going to do a better job. It's basically what Botfly wishes it was, and Botfly is not. There are a couple times that we had this past week where Botfly was causing a little bit more problems than not. But someone also in the comments of the other day, I think it was on Monday, or it may have been Sunday's run, who said that, you know, Botfly is kind of like an uncredited hero, because like there's many times where Botfly kind of like saved us in that run. Which is true. I mean, Botfly doesn't get enough credit, but obviously it gets all the hate whenever it, you know, shoots a bomb towards me or something like that. So we got Candy Heart. Really quickly, I'm going to explain what Candy Heart is. It's basically like, it's basically like just a stat generator. So anytime that you pick up a red heart, it's going to heal you, obviously, but it's also going to give you permanent stat upgrades. So that one gave us a 0.10 luck upgrade, which is fine. I mean, like, it's more luck than we had before, so I'll take it. But the real big problem on this run here is going to be our lack of tears rate and lack of damage. 3.20 is about as good as it can get for the first, I guess, the first floor. I am going to go back in the curse room so we can lose this heart and pick up that full heart. The more hearts you pick up, the more stats that you get. Just like keep your sacking away, the more money that you spend, the greater the magnitude of the stats that you get. And hey, look at that. We got ourselves a key and a lucky penny. Also get the Soul of Blue Baby, which I'll use against the boss, whoever that's going to be. And oh man, oh yeah. I mean, I don't want to throw up too much of like a celebration for gaining 0.06, like 6/100ths of a tears delay upgrade, but hey, it's something, man. Like it's something. It's better than what we had, right? Sci-Fly, of course, doing his job here, so we're not going to go ahead and take that pill. I will look for the super secret room, and yep. Good to know that we do have a full heart in the item room. People have been asking me what's up with the cough lately, too. I'm not sick. It's just a recurring cough thing. Okay. I was not expecting the gas there. But yeah, I'm not sick. It's just, I think it's like the acid reflux, like, building up again. It's been kind of like off and on the last couple of days. I did eat like some garlic the other day, and garlic and me just don't get along anymore. Like, I always loved garlic. I always loved garlic bread and stuff. And it was date night over the past weekend, and she decided that she wanted to make some spaghetti, and I'm like, hey, that's fine with me. Usually I'm the one who's cooking, and she made this really, really awesome spaghetti, but there was a lot of garlic in the sauce and in the bread too, obviously. So yeah, it's kind of aggravated some. I think it's some acid reflux or something. This is how you know that we've gotten like a little older, that we get to talk about acid reflux and GERD and that sort of stuff on a Binding of Isaac video. Stick to the games, Invicta. All right, look. Chill out. Everybody chill out, all right? it's relevant to the topic at hand, because obviously I speak for a living, and whenever someone is worried about me being sick or something, I kind of like, I gotta address it, you know. Get a quarter of a range upgrade and also more luck, and I'm definitely down for that. Gonna go back into the item room to go pick up the heart that Candy Heart dropped. As far as where the secret room goes, I don't know. We know it can't be here because it can't be adjacent to the boss room. It can't be here because it can't be adjacent to a skinny room. It can't be there because, again, it cannot be adjacent to the boss room. So the only more range, the only spot that makes sense that it could be is either at the end of the curse room, which I'm not going back in there, or north of the shop, which is where I'm going to try. And I was right. Right. So the question becomes when. It's not a matter of if, but when do we yeet bot, or not botfly? I immediately yeet botfly. When do we yeet Sci-Fly? And it's a difficult one to answer, just because obviously he is our only source of defense right now. Although we did just get a movement speed upgrade, so that's going to help us mitigate some damage. Yes, I will take the soul heart. Then we'll finally go pick up the blue cap upgrade, which is going to give us a little bit of a shot speed down, but gives us a massive tears up, which is exactly what we needed. So pretty decent start. Yeah, it's a conundrum of having an actual good follower or sacrificial. A follower that can be sacrificed, but you don't really. I mean, like, obviously we need something from a devil deal on this floor, and if we don't get something soon, then, like, you know, Sci-Fly's mortality rate goes up tremendously. But Sci-Fly is a bro. You know, I love having Sci-Fly. He's an excellent defensive orbital, as well as a defensive follower upgrade. So it's just a catch-22. It's like, do you wait to see whether or not you get something better and maybe another, like, 2 targets for sacrifice for Sac Ultra to just yeet out of the run, or do you just do it now and pull the band-aid off and kind of, like, you know, deal with it? Secret room might be there. I'd love to save these 2 keys. It is there. Wow. Yes, I will take Sackhead as well. Sackhead's gonna be huge for us in the consumable department. Okay, well, made my decision for me, I guess. I was going to bomb my way into the vault, but now, since we have so many keys, especially with us having the flat penny, there's no reason to. Might as well save our final bomb. And yep, that is vaults for you. So going on to last week's question of the episode here, this one coming in from the Isaac Mysteries episode, and there were a lot of people who caught on to the reference, which really surprised me, like how many people loved Unsolved Mysteries back in the day. Like, it just shows you how big that show was. Obviously it was a spoof of Unsolved Mysteries, a show that, like, I was pretty sure not too many people would understand, but Alex did a good job at recreating the logo and stuff. And yeah, obviously he's doing great. We all love Agramonopolis over here. Yeah, we need to get. We necesito mucho options. I wouldn't mind Mama Mega either for the next floor, but right now there's options. Oh shizzle. But going on to last week's question of the episode, this one came in. The most upvoted comment came in from Ronnie J02, who said, question of the episode, have you tried the new D10? They changed it to where it now devolves enemies, which is pretty nice in the early game, since it can either erase enemies or reduce them to useless versions of themselves, like red flies to black flies. And the honest answer is no, I have not. In fact, I didn't even know that it could de-evolve, or devolve, I should say, enemies to the point where they disappear. So that's pretty cool. And that also, reading that question, like, made me want to pose like a different question of the episode to you all, which is, are there other items that you've not seen me use either in a while or ever that have gotten changed in a recent repentance patch to the point of, like, hey, Sinvicta, like, you should pay attention to this item, or check out this item here? Well, yep, and that spells the end of Sci-Fly, unfortunately. So thank you, Stanley. Gaming Conception, I mean, it's It's not better than Sci-Fly, but it gives us a chance to get something. I would even take something like Little Brimmy at this point. Not saying that Little Brimmy is bad, of course. It's just not what we wanted here. Obviously, D-Bizzle, Incubus, Twisted Pair, something like that from Cambion Conception would be good. Cambion Conception has a random chance whenever we take damage to spawn a Demon Familiar. So it could be anything from like Succubus, Incubus, the other ones that I listed. Demon Baby is usually the first one that pops up. I don't think there's a set. I'm pretty sure there's not a set order that it spawns in. Yeah, so after 2 familiars, it takes taking damage 15 times to spawn a permanent Demon Familiar. That's actually something I didn't know. I didn't know that it was a set pattern on the amount of hits. So only 15 hits honestly is not that much. Now this is that we're about to eat good because we have here a womb room, and we could potentially farm all those with Candy Heart. Now the only turd in the punch bowl here is the fact that obviously we're gonna have to go down to 1 heart, which allows us to go into the boss trap room. So what I'm doing right now is I'm lowering our HP down to 1. There we go. So I didn't want to leave here with half of a heart. We're just gonna take a quick peek. I mean, it's not phenomenal. We already have gotten some range upgrades, even though our range is still kind of doo-doo. It's not like doo-doo, you know. And we can deal with this. Okay, get a little bit of a tears rate. Okay, we've got some movement speed and more tears rates. Okay, it's adding up over time here. Let's see some more damage if we can. Hey, Abba Dabba Ding Dong. Look at that. A very tiny but good all stats upgrade. Look at that range upgrade that we just got. Phenomenal. More movement speed. Okay, so again, little gains here and there are adding up, and Candy Heart's really doing it for me here. Now, I am going to go back into the boss trap room to get the Mom's Pearls, just for the luck upgrade, but also just because like we're going to be protected with the Soul Heart here. Now that we have little Abba Dabba Ding Dong as well, that's going to help out greatly. And Little Baden, you know, he's good. Like he's a very decent familiar that allows you to essentially have the effects of Maw of the Void without having it be directly on Isaac. Now, obviously, in the game's most infinite humor and wisdom, it gave us a familiar item after using an item that sacrifices familiars, and made us get rid of Sci-Fly for it. But again, little Abba Dabba Ding Dong's definitely, he's not as good as, I mean, he's good for a different reason. You can't really compare little Baden here with Sci-Fly. So now the only question becomes, will we be able to get Mama Mega? And I think the answer is an emphatic no, unless we somehow get a quarter out of one of these pots. I don't think it's going to happen. We can try. Well, I'll take it. All right, so I'm gonna rip Mama Megan now. Yes, I could have saved her for boss rush, but that's asking a lot to hold on to Mama Mega when she could just help us right now and give us a very easy level to not only farm for consumables and mushrooms, that sort of stuff, but also just insta-yeet the boss. So now another thing that, going back to last week's episode, another incident that happened obviously was the Mr. Me with the battery incident, where I thought I was big braining it, and I used Mr. Me to go grab a full charge so we could do something. I don't remember exactly what we needed to do. But obviously that didn't happen because apparently in the world of Isaac, if something is moving, unless if it sits on the ground, like physically is on the ground and is just not moving at all, is totally like stationary, it doesn't matter. It does not matter what you're trying to do, because the game will not register that it ever moved in the first place and simply just let it like go back to where it spawned. So now the biggest question that people had was, why did I wait? Why didn't I just simply wait for Mr. Me to drop the battery? And then obviously there's a huge level of hindsight in this. It's one of those type deals, but I mean, it is the internet, so that's just how people are on YouTube sometimes. Not everybody, of course, but a lot of people love to employ hindsight on these videos. And the reason why I didn't wait, and I didn't want to, because it was a calculated risk to me, because I didn't want to wait for Mr. Me to drop the battery, because in my mind, what I thought and expected to happen was, I thought that he was going to drop the battery and then it would immediately land on Isaac and then immediately recharge Mr. Me again, which is not what I wanted, obviously. So that is the reason why I decided to cut it short. And I figured, okay, well, what's going to happen then is Mr. Me is essentially going to, he's going to drop the battery right next to me. And then I'll just leave I'll just despawn him by simply leaving the room. That didn't happen. What ended up happening, of course, was the battery just simply went right back to where it started. And everyone laughed, and I was very mad. So we'll go with the coupon, which, again, is a little bit of a move that I didn't necessarily want to do. Reason being is because, like, I would rather have mapping here, but at the same time, we don't have a lot of money, and we can essentially take Devil Deal items while still not paying for them. This is what we wanted right here. We wanted some way to cause damage to Isaac. Because I don't know if you noticed this or not, but our damage is not great. Now, we did get Twisted Pair, which is good. Soul Heart, okay. Demon 3 Skull Monty. As you see there, us picking up Soul Hearts does not work with Candy Heart. It's only Red Hearts. Although there is an item that is exactly like Candy Heart that works for Soul Hearts, and that one is called the Soul Locket, which is in the Angel Deal item pool. And I like those kind of items, just small little incremental upgrades that can really start to snowball over time. You know, I wasn't fully paying attention to see what our starting stats were in terms of, like, before we started getting those hearts from that womb room. But I can tell you something, that we are in a much better spot than we were without it. Now, that being said, of course, that doesn't raise the bar too much. Our stats are still quite doo-doo. We're not even to base Isaac damage yet. Or Isaac, well, no, I take that back. I was looking at the tears rate. Never mind, I take that back. Our damage is still not great. 4.83 is just barely over base Isaac damage. Our tears rate's just barely over base Isaac tears rate, so we've got a long way to go. Glass Eye definitely helps out a lot. Spider Bite's kind of whatever. I do like Spider Bite. It gives us a slowing shot, which is very nice. But I'd much rather just have just a straight up damage upgrade. Of course, that's always going to be the default answer. I'm hoping that the next one that we get from Cammy and Conception will end up being Incubus. That would be nice. Ooh. So we can buy the tarot card and then we're going to get one of these two for free. Okay. Number cables is totally fine. That helps us get multiple charges for the coupon. And then we definitely want Hive Mind as well. Even though we have no fly items or spider items right now, like I was saying day before yesterday, it's a future-proof upgrade. Like, it's just always going to make your run better no matter what. Even if you don't have any starting fly items, that sort of stuff, it's still going to help you. Yeah, it's worth one soul heart. I'm fine with that. It counts as a hit for Cambion Conception too, so that's fine. Take Hive Mind. Both of those items just, I mean, the coupon just saved us 30 cents. And we got the coupon for free, so. I'm going to pop the Empress card here so we can have that world card on the next floor. Hopefully, I'm trying to get Spider Bite to proc on Gertie Jr. here. There we go. There we go. Yes. Need a Tears upgrade and shot speed upgrade. Like a bad habit here. Now, we can also get... in hindsight, I should have taken a little bit of extra steps to get us a full charge. That was the whole point of the coupon. But in my defense, though, I wasn't expecting us to get 2 worthy items in a 3-item shop that we could get for free. So I still think it was better for us to use it in the shop there. So I probably wouldn't have used it in the W anyway. And what's nice about Succubus now is that we can get another Succubus, which could potentially stack. Well, it's not going to stack with Succubus, but it's just going to give us more damage that we can move around in. World card, party time. Excellent. Succubus is going to give us a damage aura, and she also deals damage. Like in a little pulse, it's not like a huge amount of damage, but it's, you know, it's whatever. It's good enough. It does a little bit of extra damage. I appreciate the effort. I cannot believe that that shot traveled that far, and then I got stuck on the rock because I was slowed by this one random spider web. Already missed Divine Intervention. That was a recorded yesterday. Divine Intervention, I like those kind of outside the box type builds with items and that sort of stuff. Oh man, okay. The Sharp Straw is probably most definitely where the end of the line sits for coupon. Nice, we got an Emperor card, okay. So we're gonna buy the Soul Heart, use coupon, buy the key, and then get Eraser. Okay, we just need another full charge and we'll get it. But we are going to leave with Sharp Straw. The AoE damage that we get from Sharp Straw is just too good. Even though our damage is doo-doo, it's still going to be more doo-doo than we would have without the doo-doo damage. The doo-doo damage dealer. This is my favorite Rage Against the Machine album. A double Gertie Jr. is not what I wanted to see here. You gotta be careful the Gerties bouncing off each other. Okay, Spider Bite doing a lot of heavy lifting here. It's been a while since we've seen this room. And yeah, take Squeezy here. I mean, Speedball is nice too, but Squeezy is just, it's more tiers. We need more tiers, need more damage. So let's go get a full charge here, and we might as well get the Eraser. I mean, there's no reason not to. Let's see if we can find a juicy Eraser target for us. So thank you, coupon. You paid for yourself very quickly. A lot of good value there. More Bombas. Yaves. Now. There we go. No more needles. No more needles. We might as well go into the curse room over here. Obviously, we're not going to make boss rush. We've already failed boss rush unless we got another Mama Mega, which ain't happening. Here's an idea for an item that I had today. Oh, nice. Erase the needles. I think it would be cool to have something called the recall box. And it can either be like a consumable, it could be like a one-time use consumable, it could be an active item, which would probably be a little bit OP. Or it could be like a recurring item like Magic Skin. And essentially what the recall box or recall box would do would be it would guarantee that every single time that you used it, it would guarantee to give you an item that you already had on the run. So like imagine if you're able to like call like another Mama Mega, or imagine if you're able to recall like a second Guppy item or a third Guppy item, something like that. It would guarantee that you'd be able to duplicate an item that you've already seen on your run. And I thought that was just a really good idea for an item. Because like the possibilities are endless there, right? Like or maybe limited to only if you don't want to make it duplicate previously seen or used active items, and just keep it to passive items. It's probably the easiest thing. There's got all kinds of demons now. Demon swarm up in here. By the way, Sharp Straw is going to give us red hearts as well, which is going to feed into Candy Heart, assuming that we ever lose any HP. We should be, because right now, like again, our stats are not great. I thought that was a neat idea for an item. You know, you can also, if you want to, if that's too powerful, then which obviously like someone designing eyes is gonna be like, oh yeah, we're not gonna give that much power to the player. Come on now, this is repentance area we're talking about. If that's too powerful, then you can put a gambling factor on there. You could say the recall box, and either is going to recall, as in like recall the item back because there's some kind of defect or something, like they do with like cars or whatever, and have it have a 50% chance to either duplicate the item or remove the item permanently. That would be something that I'd be willing to risk for the biscuit. I do think that it should be luck based. So, you know, if you think of those of you who are familiar with Balatro, you think about Balatro, and they have there's ways that you can manipulate the odds in your favor, specifically with the card Oops All Sixes. Isaac could have something like that, except that you don't have to do anything with an item. You can just simply make luck actually matter. And I think that would be cool, because the higher your luck rating is, the lower the chance is by an equal amount of percentage to not fail the recall box. I think that would be a really neat item, and I would definitely use it if I had like a high luck build. And like if you get to like, it would have to be absurd if you got like to 25 luck or something like that, then it would guarantee give you a duplicated item no matter what. It would bring up the value of the luck stat. It would give you more reasons to get stuff like luck foot and try to go for luck pills. You know, hold on to perfection as long as you can, obviously, would be the biggest one. And on top of that, you could just have a little bit more flexibility in builds. Like imagine just duplicating a damage item over and over and over again. You know, you can really get out of control, and I think that would be a lot of fun. Again, this is the stuff I think about. There's those Pisces, which is going to break the Tears cap. There's a Tinted Rock in here. And oh, mama. Speaking of good items, Keeper Sack. Now, it's a little bit late in the game here to get Keeper Sack, but we're still going to be able to get some kind of profit from it here with us buying Champion Belt. Something we desperately need here is just more money. And more damage. 7.2 or 4.83 damage is still what we're sitting at right now, thanks to our not great stats. That's how our damage fluctuates every single time we go inside of the Aura Succubus. See, now's the time when we really could use an arcade. I'm gonna drop a bomb here on the Judgment just to see if we get some money. Got a decent amount. So we're 1 nickel from pay dirt and getting champion belt, which is, again, something we really, really, truly need. Right, baby. Go. Backhead, come on now. Oh no. Yeah, we take dry baby. It's gonna we're gonna end up getting conjoined, but whatever. $0.04 to go. Unfortunately, we cannot get this slot machine here. $0.03 to go. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. Unless we missed some fires or something, or fool's gold that I didn't notice. We've already been in the item room. We've already been in the secret room. No, we haven't been in the secret room. Where is the regular secret room? Most likely, if I'm just going off of the map, south of the curse room. Can't be there because it cannot be adjacent. It cannot be vertically adjacent to a skinny room. It could also be here. Okay. This would be a wild placing if it's here. Oh, yeah, that is insane. Kill it, hooray. There we go. Obviously, since we might as well go check out the boss trap room. No reason for us not to get a movement speed upgrade. Our movement speed's now in the sweet spot. A little bit high, actually. Good execution there by Sharpstraw. Oh, dry baby. I saw that hit you right on the face, brother. Yeah, I needed to stay close range there so Demon Baby could let loose. Or finally, after a lot of trials and tribulations here, we are able to get up our DPS here with Champion Belt. Keeper Sack also contributing there because obviously all the money that we spend is going to go towards our stats. So this is a landmark floor for us. Seeing Sharpstraw deal that percentage damage. It's good stuff. Yeah, we can take a negative. Augatory, I'm definitely down for it. There's the XL. Okay. I don't know if one of those guts had a vortex on it. That was very weird how the bomb just kind of slurped its way over there. So damage is now starting to get a little respectable. It's not like amazing yet. How does he do it? Not incredible right now, but it's also not terrible anymore. Again, a little bit of value out of that free eraser that we had to erase those needles. Purgatory is going to drop a fissure on the ground, a red fissure. And if you walk over, it's going to spawn a spirit that's going to not only explode and deal a little bit of damage. I mean, Purgatory doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's more important for the defensive property of it, which is eliminating projectiles originating from wherever it detonates. That's real nice. It's real nice. All right. We know that the boss is not over there, so there's no reason to backtrack the rooms that we haven't been into already, especially since they're not on the outlier of the or the outer portions of the map. It means that there's no like special rooms or anything in there. Hit the Demon Judgment for a little bit more damage. And I'm hoping that we get some more red hearts to keep feeding our gobs with stats. Great hit there by Sharpstraw. You saw the damage get augmented very, very briefly, but just long enough for me to hit the Sharpstraw activation while we were in the Succubus Aura, which boosted it by a lot. The reason why we were able to one-shot those blast assists. Yeah, we probably don't need any more keys. Secret room's most likely south of here. A bit surprised by that. And another dead end, alright. Alright. Gotta say, Candy Heart really, really showing its value here. Alright, now let's go to the correct side of the map, shall we? Oh yeah. Now let's go to the real side of the map. That shot almost hit us. Now the Tears upgrade with the screw, which is going to take us to the cap now that's been raised thanks to Pisces to 5.5. Supposed to just usually 5. Oh my god, what happened there? Isaac moved at like hyper speed for a second. A little 0.02 movement speed upgrade thanks to us at half heart that we spawned from Sharpstraw and Candy Heart. Every little bit helps, you know? Now, look at the knockback there from Pisces. That's one of the properties I haven't talked about yet that sometimes I like and sometimes I hate. Obviously, with clown physics, you just have to come to expect there being some level of bad whenever you're heavily knocking back enemies. And that is one thing that Pisces kind of suffers from, is just that its knockback is so strong that the game's physics engine, or lack thereof, does not register it as anything other than, oh, what is happening? No, we got to correct this position. Go ahead and take this. It was a half price. It was a half price entry back into the into the curse room. So this room right here is one of my least favorite rooms in the entire game. I will take the remote teleporter, or the broken remote, but after we're done with this boss, because I know that we're going to the right place now. I gotta say, I love the respect that people are starting to put on the broken teleporter. We've been seeing a lot of the instant activation spacebar items lately with that combo of the broken remote, and the fact that like you can just go straight to the boss just by simply using your active item is so strong, and not a lot of people were really using that strat until they saw me doing it. I'm not saying that like it's my own original idea or anything, of course. I'm sure other people have done it. I'm just saying bringing that to the table was really awesome. Curious as to whether Berserk would be better for the broken remote. Probably not. We'll take the mark, go back and go grab the broken remote. And let's see if we're lucky. Now, obviously, we only need to use this for one floor because we have the Emperor card, which I'll use in the dark chest. But let's see if we can go to Stanley. Have a library, might as well go check it out. This is going to give us the Bookworm transformation. And my goodness, it is a blessed Wednesday. Look at that. Right to Stanley, dude. That's a big time play right there, son. If you ever needed to be convinced about the play I was just talking about, look no further than that, because wow. That could not have been better unless we were put in this room. And we just skipped all of Shoal. That's so good. You'd love to see it. Whoa, yeah, so that's the snapback I was talking about. Game really does not like when you move stuff around. Finally get a damage upgrade there from Candy Heart. What a run, though. This was a lot of fun. We're it's the little gains here and there that added up to something big. And honestly, I give the MVP to Candy Heart. I think that we got enough stats there for it to really make a difference in this run. And Cammy Conception also kind of helped out a lot too. I mean, there's a lot of contributing factors to this one. Yeah, we'll just go Little Horn. Let's take Mom's Knife. Call it a day here. But yeah, it was a very satisfying win. I do love the fact that, you know, we did get like some of the more, I would say, rare payouts from Cammy Conception, but overall, I mean, it just shows you pure synergy. We take damage, we spawn hearts, we gain stats because we're using the hearts, we're spawning hearts by dealing damage with Sharp Straw. All of that worked hand in hand, and that was it's a really good run. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button and leave the comment down below. Like I said at the top of the episode, it's the easiest and fastest way to support my channel, and it keeps me going here on YouTube. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Have a great start to your midweek, everybody. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank the patrons of mine like Mac, Kaizo Blades, and Oliver Wendt. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.